you here, this is important. It's the biggest cause of non-genetic deafness in babies, and it's called congenital cytomegalovirus. Important to my family as our third grandbaby was born deaf because of this virus. With the help of many advocates in Connecticut, we've been able to pass a bill in 2023, which sets the stage for universal testing for babies at birth beginning next summer. The second state in this country to pass this testing after Minnesota. Other states are working on it. Important because an antiviral may help other issues outside of deafness, and it must be started within 21 days of birth. 1 out of 200 babies in the U.S. is born with CMV, but not all will develop symptoms. It's something most do not know about. So, my guest is Rob Tétrault, who is instrumental in raising awareness in Canada and getting testing for babies. He too had a child born with CMV. Welcome from Canada.
Thanks so much for having me, Ann. Great to be here.
All right, Rob, run with Rob. Tell me about it. How'd you start it, and what are you doing for Canada?
My vision was to run across a province to raise awareness for congenital CMV screening, as you mentioned. Politicians weren't listening to me, Ann, so I said, I'm going to do a stunt. I'm going to run across the province. I'm going to talk to media. We're going to raise awareness. We're going to shame them into passing this bill. I did it last year in Manitoba, my home province, 500 kilometers. It worked. We got universal screening like you guys did, so I'm repeating it again this year in New Brunswick.
All right, in the U.S.'s Stop CMV bill that was introduced this spring with bipartisan support in the U.S. House and Senate, it's the hope that this will move ahead and subsequently be passed in this country. Tell me about the strides you're making as a whole for Canada.
So Canada's a little like the U.S., but our healthcare system is provincial. There are 10 provinces and 3 territories, so I have to attack them one at a time. So it's a bit of work, but we've been successful. The largest province, Ontario, we got universal screening, first place on earth about 4 years ago. Then we got Saskatchewan. Then we got Alberta. And now my province, Manitoba, recently announced it due to the stunt I did. So we got 4 of kind of 13 done. So I'm going at it from all angles. I'm trying to attack every single province one at a time, which is why I'm running this province, New Brunswick.
Parents are so inspired by what you're doing. I know you feel as I do that if other countries work together, we can bring about more awareness about this scourge that most have never heard about, but is so prevalent globally.
You hit the nail on the head. We have to be working together. I've been part of kind of international congresses, and every time I go to these conferences internationally, we meet quality people in Australia and the UK, and we end up working together, but we have to do more. I'm convinced that the progress that's happening in the US, it's unequivocal. There will be progress in Canada because of it, and vice versa. The strides we're having here, the success we're having here is going to help you down there. We need to raise awareness as a whole, and I think I commend you guys for the work you're doing in Connecticut. It's unbelievable what you guys did. Second state, congratulations for that. And I'm proud of the work we're doing here. All of that, all tides, you know, the tides rise all boats.
And I know the United Kingdom is watching Canada and the U.S. very closely. All right, and just finally, there are ways to try to ward this off. Talk about that people don't know about.
Yeah, I mean, preventative measures, it's a virus, so it's a viral infection. So mom gets a virus, so we're big on prevention. So, you know, mom can maybe not take a soother and put it in her mouth and give it to baby, or sharing utensils, or you know, kissing on the lips, just like we were doing during COVID. Remember COVID? We were very careful about how the same thing should apply to moms. And our passion really right now in Canada is on the screening, is on universal screening. We're working hard to do that. So be careful if you're pregnant, obviously CMV, and obviously let's bring awareness to this cause, right? Screening.
All right, one last question. You running next year, Rob?
100%, 100 million percent. I'm thinking New Brunswick, or maybe even, British Columbia, or maybe I'll do the whole country.
All right, well, let's hope Canada listens to you as they already are. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see you again.
Thanks so much for having me on, Ann. You're awesome.
So are you. And if you would like to educate yourself about CMV, especially women of childbearing age, go to nationalcmv.org.